The fine folks at ScreamBox were awesome enough to send us screeners for their new 4-part docuseries, RoboDoc, The Creation of RoboCop. RoboDoc, which is an awesome name by the way, covers every single aspect of the film, from inception to creation and the lasting legacy. The filmmakers get exclusive interviews conducted just for this documentary with everybody involved. It was co-directed by Griffiths and Eastwood. It was portrayed by Gary Smart. This trio of documentarians also made Hollywood Dreams and Nightmares, the Robert Englund Story, which you can also find a review of that on the channel. They also created Pennywise, the Story of It, which is an incredible documentary in its own right, and You're So Cool, Brewster, the Story of Fright Night. All of these awesome documentaries are currently available on ScreamBox. You can tell by the quality and depth of all of these documentaries that Griffiths, Allen, and Smart aren't just doing a job. They are passionate about the projects they choose. RoboDoc may be their largest project yet. No stone is left unturned as the documentaries gather insane amounts of information to deliver. Given the amount of info in the series, 4 hours actually feels short. All of this content is edited down to the best, snappiest, most engaging bits, all while playing stylistic homage to RoboCop perfectly. A lot of archival footage is inserted with the newly shot footage. There's behind the scenes, interviews, and bits that were cut from the original movie put into the documentary. These are seamlessly integrated along with the newly shot footage, as well as exclusive new interviews with virtually every single person involved in the movie. Actors Peter Weller, Nancy Allen, Ronny Cox, Ray Wise, Kurtwood Smith. That's just to give you some of the biggest names in the movie. Director Paul Verhoeven, who is delightfully insane. Writers Edward Neumeier, apology for pronunciation, and Michael Miner, along with the legendary special effects master Phil Tippett. All of these people were happy to give more than a little bit of their time to telling the story of this dystopian classic action movie. The first episode of the series is titled Destination Delta City. It chronicles the team that would ultimately make the movie coming together. It does a great job setting up the stage, the timeline, and establishing that no one involved had any idea what RoboCop would one day become. The second episode, Verhoeven's Mantra, focuses a lot on the shoot itself. The shoot, along with, I'll just say, the intricacies of working with someone like Verhoeven. The team behind RoboDoc refer to Verhoeven as a demanding mad genius director. And from everything I learned about Verhoeven in this documentary, not only would he not be offended by that title, he'd love it. Episode 3, Blood, Sweat, and Steel, dives into the nitty-gritty of making a futuristic set action movie without modern computers. The real-world, exceedingly difficult reality of practical filmmaking. Episode 4, Murphy and the Machine, brings us to the 1987 release and the birth of an everlasting franchise that would spawn 2 sequels, cartoons, toys, and a modern remake. To say RoboDoc is thorough is a ridiculous understatement. RoboDoc covers every single aspect of the film to a level rarely seen. Dive deeper than you ever had from the earliest days to the lasting legacy on pop culture and the world. Curious about Weller's unique movements, speech patterns, and acting choices? Not only is that included, but you'll be shocked by the answers. The ultimate evidence I can provide to how in-depth this 4-hour masterclass on RoboCop goes is there is an interview with an actor who was given a very small role. And to go even deeper, that small role was cut from the movie. Yeah, RoboDoc features an interview with someone whose work didn't even make the final cut. That's how deep it goes. As a quick aside, I had the privilege of moderating a panel for Peter Weller in 2022 at Rhode Island Comic-Con. And by moderate, I mean I basically introduced the man who doesn't really need an introduction, and then I got to sit back and take a doctorate-level class on ancient Rome with some of Weller's filmography sprinkled in. He needed no help on keeping the conversation flowing. RoboDoc, The Creation of RoboCop, is currently streaming on ScreamBox, with the final installment coming September 19th.